Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Before you call a contractor, I'm Andy. Today's video, we're going to get into kitchen faucet repair. I've got this kitchen faucet here, and when you turn on the hot water, or cold water I should say, you get very little flow. Now the hot water, you have much better flow. So you might think, well, you got water running somewhere else in the house, but I don't. I know that. What it is inside of here, there's a cartridge. And that's one that directs the hot and cold water and mixes them up. Those cartridges have screens on them, and those screens get clogged. Now, I've had this faucet for probably 7 years, so I can expect that to be bad. So let's get into it. Let's take this apart. First thing we have to do is take off the cover for the handle. Well, let me back up on that. First thing we need to do is turn the water off to the faucet. Okay, so I've got the water turned off. They're both hot and cold, you can see. Now, we're going to remove the faucet. First thing I do is remove the cover. And this handle is held on with a screw. Now I will tell you, most handles that I've seen in the past, they actually have an Allen key, and there usually be a little hole in the bottom that gets that out. But this particular one has a screw. We're going to unscrew the handle. Just Phillips head screwdriver. And I would recommend, before you do this, have some kind of a rag or towel around, because there's more than likely going to be some water come out of this before that. This is just a decorative cover. Let's get in here and we can pry it off. It comes off like that. And then we got to remove this nut. So, I'm going to put a socket on here and gently remove the nut. It doesn't take much. All right. Now let's remove the cartridge. So this is our cartridge. This is a Cola faucet. And so somewhere inside of this cartridge there's going to be little screens. I was checking to see, because sometimes there's little screens inside of here, but this one doesn't have it. So if it had the little screens where you could see them, you could clean them. But they don't. So guess what? We're going to Home Depot to get a new cartridge. All right guys, so I'm back from Home Depot. I got our cartridge. Interesting thing is the part number is different, but I matched them up. They're exactly the same. Anybody who's wondering why I said I was going to go to Home Depot, I know I bought that faucet at Home Depot, so I figured they would have the right cartridge. I shop at Home Depot and Lowe's. I'm not faithful to either one. I like them both. I don't go to Menards because we don't have Menards here, but if we did have Menards, I would go there as well. And for those of you out there that don't know this, both Home Depot and Lowe's, if you are active duty military or if you're a veteran, will give you a 10% discount. Not on all your purchases, but a lot of them. I know at Home Depot, I take my DD Form 214 in there and establish it on my account. And at Home Depot, you put in your phone number, and they'll give you the 10% discount. Then at Lowe's, I think I took the DD Form 214 in there as well. And with Lowe's, you have to scan the back of your driver's license in order to get your discount. The one thing I know neither of them give you a discount on is lumber. And I believe that happened during COVID, when the price of lumber went way up and there was a shortage of lumber. They stopped giving a discount and they've never given it back. But anyway, for those of you out there who are veterans or active duty military, thank you for your service, and go ahead and take advantage of that. So you might as well get the discount. I saved like $1.50 on this cartridge, so hey, it's something. All right, so let's open up our cartridge. Okay, so to determine how this goes back inside your faucet, there are 2 pins on the cartridge. And inside your faucet here, there's going to be 2 little holes. So you want to get those to line up. Put it there and twist it around a little bit and you'll feel it just set into place. Now we're going to put our retaining nut back in place. And when you're doing this, make sure you wiggle this around a little bit so it didn't fall out of its spot. As you can see, that one actually had fallen out of the spot where it goes. Just hand tighten it. Now with this, do not over tighten this. Remember, this is a metal nut. It's just on plastic, so just get it snug. That's it right there. Doesn't need to do any tighter than that. All right. Then we're going to put this back on. If you notice, there's a little notch on here, and there's a notch right here. That's where that lines up. Push that into place. Now we're going to put our handle on. Make sure it's in the right spot. Put our screw back in place. Put this cover on. Now let's turn our water on and see if that improved our water flow. All right, water's back on. Cold water, hot water. Definitely seemed like it improved the water flow. To give you guys an idea, that cartridge was like $17 and change. This faucet cost $269 if I had replaced the entire faucet, which over time, if I hadn't done this, those screens would have clogged up so much that the water would just be trickling out. So it'd be almost $300 to replace it. If you called a handyman, probably cost about $500 to replace it, and if it was a plumber, more than like $600. So for $17, I've fixed the faucet. And for those who don't know, this is a Kohler faucet. I've had it for about 7 years now. It's worked really well. In the past, I had the ones that you pull out, and for some reason, over time, the hose with those ones that pull out start to leak. And I think I replaced it like 3 or 4 times before I was like, I'm done with that. And I switched to this, and this has been a great faucet. Anyway, I'm not trying to sell you a faucet. I just wanted to let you guys know what's worked for me. I hope you find this video useful, and have a great day. Thank you.